Thank you. Thank you to everyone. I'm very happy to stay here, to be here, and to speak with my beautiful Italian accent. So thank you. These are my beautiful guests, and just 2 words on my background. I'm an Italian NFT visual conceptual photographer. My photos are futuristic and very inventive. I juxtapose a real setting world with different and fantastic elements. I create moons, planets, and aliens. My aliens are the real citizens of my world, of course. They wear Gucci and Prada. And the photos, the images are my way to communicate. So communication is part of the networking. And here we are. So let's speak about networking. And please, all my beautiful guests, take some moments to introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Berto Cartagena. I am the CMO of Lightning Works. Lightning Works is the first interactive comic book NFT. What we are doing is merging the 2 worlds of comic books and gaming into Web3 and making it simple for people to get into Web3 by our technology that includes minting, trading, and collecting NFTs through your favorite chat apps in a matter of seconds.
Eve.
Hi, everyone. Ooh, that's loud. Sorry for that. I'm Eve, founder of Eveness. Eveness stands for balance of species and numbers, if you are from mathematical. I represent the company that is specializing in artificial intelligence, Web3, and metaverse, extended reality, if we are precise. And the company comes from Amsterdam, but recently scaled to the United States. I'm here with the co-founder, who is in the first row, Ramona Parker. And our difference from many other companies, we build solutions that are based on the IDEAS framework: inclusion, diversity, equity, accessibility, and sustainability. That means it is for the people, not only for their networking, but empowerment, growth, and achievements. That's it from me for now.
Okay, Classy Crypto, our influencer,
Thank you.
YouTuber.
Yeah, so my name is Classy Crypto. I'm the CEO of my own YouTube channel and Twitter page. Recently got into TikTok as well, so I guess we could say that. But anyway, so essentially, we built it off of the bear market. It's been great. We did a lot of content curation, mainly on Terra Luna Classic. We did it on Crypto.com. A lot of those downtrending plays that have really gotten the community sentiment lately. So essentially, we've kind of been there for quite some time. I've been doing this full time for like over a year, so it's been a lot of fun meeting a lot of you guys, and definitely looking forward to networking on this panel.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask you now about networking. So I'm part of a women community, shout out to Visible Women, NFT, and every time a new member subscribes, I directly DM them because I want to welcome them, I want to know about them. This is my way to connect and to create networking. What's your way to create networking with your audiences and with your community?
I think the best way for us, what we notice works really well for Lightning Works, is Twitter Spaces, because it gives us that direct, contact with our audience. We're able to answer any of their questions, and what's really neat about that is because we have such a huge ecosystem of what we're doing, there's a lot of different topics that we could cover within the NFT space that are not only within comics or gaming. One example I give you is we had a women's NFT project. They were hosting us, and it was, I forget the name, but it was like Goddess of something. But one of the things that we offer is we have our very own cosplay team, which is such a huge part of both comics and manga. So we were able to tie that into that Twitter space. We've done other Twitter spaces with other projects like Valeria Games that were centered around gaming, other ones that center around comics. So we're able to touch on all these different topics, and also it builds a sort of trust with the audience. Imagine if you could just, talk to Elon Musk directly, although lately it's been a lot easier since he took over Twitter, but that's kind of what Twitter Spaces bring to you. And that seems to work really, really well for us.
I agree with you, especially in this moment when you are on Twitter Space. It's easier to connect with the founders, with presidents, because it's really accessible. You have access to share, to learn with all these people. Eve, what about you? What about your networking? And please tell us about your tribe in the metaverse.
Love that word, tribe. All right, so I love my networking digital. So physical, like this, meeting people in person, but it comes with main events throughout the year. For the rest, it's virtual or digital. And this is the power, because from the premises of your own house or your office space, you can connect with so many people from across the globe using the Web3 technology, extended reality. Like platforms such as Spatial, Dcentral, and let's actually name them all. It will take hours, but 500 platforms that exist, Nemesis and so on. They provide the opportunity to come in the form of an avatar and meet with each other. So this is one way of networking where you have that in-person experience. That's what we are specializing in, and we're also building our own virtual space to provide people with opportunity from across the globe to meet with one another, learn from each other, participate in events, but also be guided with the power of artificial intelligence, focusing on you, on your own passion. It creates an ecosystem all around you. So speaking about me personally, I love to be part of DAOs and communities that exist there. We start with Web2, going into the associations, various groups from governments to businesses to community organizations such as Women in AI, Women in Tech. And then you go into DAOs, All Stars Women, Talent DAO, the Rise DAO, and name it. Opportunities for growth are endless. And all of you here in the audience, just shout out your DAO or name or the link so we can again, join your community and follow you. But I need to also look from the business perspective, the way you build communities. That's how you help people network. And this is probably the next question. I won't take it from now, but I'm expecting that to be asked. So are you ready to answer?
Of course.
All right, passing on.
Yeah, so as a content creator, it's pretty interesting. I mean, you need to provide value. That's the first thing. So what we've been doing on my channel, at least, we've been covering a lot of Terra Luna Classic. We started a validator node. It pretty much validates transactions, makes sure that there's a sense of governance there. And for a lot of people, I feel there's been a need for change in the cryptocurrency space. A lot of people want to onboard these Web2 users, but we really haven't found the right way to do so. So I feel like having a fully decentralized community, we want voting power there. But on top of that, we need to start capitalizing on a lot of those Web2 trends that come out there. There's been a couple ideas that I've gotten. For example, there was the whole Eat the Rich documentary with GameStop. I know a buddy over here started talking about the fact that GameStop is killing it right now. I mean, they've got their NFT marketplace that is just taking off, and they've got 5 million users that have subscribed to them. So finding ways to have integrations there and make sure that we can go ahead and maybe tap into a little bit of that market share, because I mean, as it stands, let's be honest, it's a small community. We can do this full time forever, but we have to drive that mass adoption. So that's one of the things we're doing. Another thing for content curation is just making sure that we provide incentives, bounties, that we get out there. We do live streams like she said, we do metaverses, all those partnerships so that we can kind of bridge the gap between just that guy covering a video on a YouTube channel and the guy that is covering a video on a YouTube channel, but he's also driving forward mass adoption with a lot of these great projects that come out.
I have a question. Speaking about the metaverse, I have the feeling that people are scared because they see the metaverse as a minus, not like a plus, like a substitution of the socializing life, real life. I'm explaining that it's something on top, that you can have both. How can you manage all this insecurity?
Right. Hello? No. Okay. Well, we're all in this together, sharing microphones. I'm quite nerdy in the way I look at things. So for me, metaverse is a tool, and a tool as a platform to bring people from across the globe together. And it kind of removes the boundaries, removes the opportunities of finding the ways and money how to travel to attend an event, to be there. And that becomes an extraordinary opportunity for the world to use it as not another Zoom platform, but a platform that is interactive enough and also helps you to protect your health, because if you are in the game, it's well, you can find a lot of research on this topic. In the gamified environments, you are actually helping your body to be, and your brain to be more active. It's another topic though. So I would say metaverse, or let's say virtual spaces, they provide endless opportunities for connecting with one another. Now, as an example, I would give from what Evenus has been doing throughout the year to build our own community and provide opportunities for networking. If you go online and search for evenus.rocks, so that's extension, and also all the LinkedIns and Twitters, you would see that we were running Evenus Decentralized series, a set of events, and a lot of speakers here were part of that, those series. And we learned that people come for knowledge, not necessarily just sit there and well, watch. They come to ask questions, to interact, to participate. So that is the interaction you want to experience. Now, maybe you haven't had the experience yet, but this is the chance to explore by just going to all these various solution providers or start your own tribe virtually.
Yeah. Yeah, and now another question. What's your ultimate goal?
The ultimate goal is for people not to be so afraid of Web3. Everybody always fears the unknown. We've heard it when Web 1 came about, Web 2. It's just a natural progression. And one of the ways we're making it easier, like I mentioned to you guys earlier, is that we're making it, we're lowering the barrier or putting less restrictions, so you're able to do things like NFTs through WhatsApp, through Discord, through Telegrams, all these services that you're already using. If we're able to onboard people that way, and also we have to educate. What I like about the NFT, the blockchain and crypto communities is that it's a pretty tight-knit community. And we need each other. Like, I need your project to do good, because if your project does good, then the space as a whole elevates, and that's better for my project, and that makes it easier. So I think education and bridging the gap between Web 2, Web 3, like he also mentioned, partnerships, and it's a beautiful thing, because Web 3 is less about competition, it's more about collaboration.
I think that this is a real interesting moment to speak about supporting other partners, especially in a moment in which there are a lot of untrustity, or people are scared because they don't know. Basically, they don't know, so we can support each other. Eve, what do you think? What's your ultimate goal?
Ultimate goal? Well, as a business, to become a unicorn one day and just say, hey, Mark, you were on. But if to be serious, the ultimate goal for us, for the whole team, is actually to find that evenness, that balance, to bring people who are not included yet in this whole 1-2% of us smart ones with opportunities, Web3 driven. They are still probably stuck between Web 1 and Web 2, and they're trying to figure out, yo, I just heard the word artificial intelligence. What do you want from me? What is Web 3? So the way we actually focus on, and this is, you mentioned value. This is a very strong word. The way you build, it's not networking, but your tribe, your communities, and provide opportunities for them, it's by building value. You cannot have that one platform for everyone, or that one community for everything. It needs to be matching the value. Like in our case, we have those who are career shifters, immigrants, single mothers who need an opportunity in life, and they come to certain programs organized in virtual reality or immersive experience, where they can learn and understand step by step. They're guided by tech coaches and other experts. Then you have, we just launched the Circle of Trust. It's hidden, invite only, but it's C-level for women who and non-binary individuals who are transitioning from Web 2 to Web 3, understanding what's the urgency there for them and their business. This is also organized in the metaverse, as you call it, extended reality solutions. And then you look at other groups. You have brands with their products to be tested, to showcase, to bring communities to kind of get value from that. That's the product that we are building. It's called Inner City X. And then you have other groups, so on and so forth. The ultimate goal, I think we share that here in common, is not just only make money, but make difference, to disrupt what we call status quo. We need to be in that together, and especially if you're investors in the audience, please talk to me. It's been a hard year, I'm telling you that. Thank you.
All right. So pretty much ultimate goal. This is a really loaded question. I mean, I started the cryptocurrency space in kind of a unique way. I'd been doing full-time like League of Legends playing. I was amateur there, hit Challenger early 2021, decided to kind of quit that. I'd been trading stocks for quite some time. And the main reason I got into cryptocurrency because there was like a critical moment in my life where my brother had lost pretty much his entire life savings trading cryptocurrency. And I thought, what if I could change the outcome of this? So I'd gotten into cryptocurrency trading. My specialty is games, right? So what we did was go into Axie Infinity. This was in June. This did very well. We got into breeding, to say the least. He got his life savings back. It was like an incredible comeback story. And ever since then, I created my channel, my crypto gaming one. And to be honest, the ultimate goal, I have my DeFi channel, but I know that crypto gaming is going to bring the most legitimate people to our space. It's going to bring the people that are really passionate about what decentralized applications can truly do, what smart contracts can apply to a world where, oh my God, I have to go through a black market, do something illegal just to trade a skin. I mean, that's ridiculous. So to finally have the opportunity in the crypto space to apply a lot of those things that people do in black markets in a legal way that, to be honest, at this point, feels like everybody's doing anyway, is really important. So, I've been playing a lot of this like Gala game, Spider Tanks game. People say, nobody's playing this game, but people are starting to play. People are catching on that AAA games are coming. There's funding for these things. And if you don't think VCs are hopping on board with the crypto space, you're fooling yourself, right? So ultimate goal, onboard as many people as possible. That's how content creators do it. We do it best just consistently grinding out there and making sure that the vision is there. We don't want to overcomplicate it. We want to make sure that you can disseminate all the information that one gives in a way that is palatable and makes sense for you, because it should be, a place that isn't hostile. It should be a place where we all unite together and come for change for once. And I feel like, at this point, Bitcoin really kind of changed the pace on everything. People understand it's going to be here long term. Bitcoin hash rate's been going crazy. Yeah, we had that dump there. But overall, I'm really excited for what Bitcoin is doing for the space. And I'm sure the same can be said about crypto games when they inevitably come out next year, hopefully.
Okay, success comes from necessity sometimes, as Richard Branson's quotes. And how can we improve the credibility of the Web3? Because people are overwhelmed. There is Discord, Twitter space, and TikTok, Instagram. There is a lot of space, a lot of digital. And how do you create credibility?
That's a great question. I think if we're talking about NFTs, if we're being absolutely transparent, I think Twitter's is the headquarters for the NFT space. From what I've seen on Instagram, what I've seen on TikTok, it's a lot of very, very cookie cutter stuff. There's a lot of great creators. And if you want to get into the NFT space, there's never been a better time than now. And why that is, because anybody that's still left over right now actually cares, because there's no money to be made. There's amazing creators right now. Like he said, he just basically started during the bear market. Kudos to you. So like people like NFT Threads, NFT God, people that are creating real value, you'll be able to tell which are the real players in the space. There's also some good content on YouTube. It's not just Twitter. And then just finding what you gravitate towards, right? Try different Discords. One of the things we're doing on Discord to keep people engaged, we have comic book coloring contests. We have trivia. Get to know the people in the space. Ask questions. Also look at the different content. See the comments. And you'll notice a lot of these like influencers and stuff, they're botted comics. They say, oh, great stuff. You know, see if they're really commenting anything of value, and that's how you can differentiate who's real and who's not. But yes, I think right now you're super lucky because it's a lot easier to wade through the mess as opposed if you were starting through the bull market and there's like all these people. And also, when it comes to influencers and who to follow and what place, don't look at follower account. Don't even look at engagement. Look at what type of engagement, and look at, here's a little hack for you guys too. Look at who's following them. So the biggest influencers are gonna have other big influencers following them because 100,000 plus follower influencers are a dime a dozen. And I get DMs every day, hey, we'll promote your content. I have 100,000 followers. And then you give them some money and you know, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, just see what gravitates most with you. But I think Twitter and YouTube are the two best places.
Thank you, Bert.
Hey, yeah, all right. Technology, as they say. So credibility, nowadays it's a tough one because you have a lot of trolls and you have a lot of just people with weird intentions to hack the system. What we are doing, at least with our channels, we put all the technical kind of matters and cybersecurity levels to make sure that we do not add people who are harming others, right? You can have all the filtering systems to kick out, but you also should put the systems to prevent recognizing all the threats that are there associated with other platforms. So Inner City X as a solution that we are building, you can imagine Netflix meeting Fortnite. That's pretty much what Inner City X is in the future once it's ready. There are 3 pillars for cybersecurity that also defines credibility. Focusing on protection of data, so privacy of data, that's pretty important, how you use it and how you circulate it. Then you have protection of digital assets, that comes with the digital economy, virtual economy, and that also includes digital identity. This is a very new topic, at least everyone is going with Ready Player Me, great, it's across those 300 platforms, you can have the same identity, but how protected is it? And that is also credibility, because if I am to have an avatar and I take your photo or your photo and I create that avatar with your face and I walk around and representing you, you won't know it, but I'm gonna be doing whatever I want with it. So all of that needs to be thought through. If you are building, make sure that the approach towards chatting spaces and communication and content creation, but also engaging those people into your community is built at least on some cybersecurity principles. In our case, we are lucky. We are working with Halborn and former CSOs at Coinbase. They are mentors to Outlier Ventures. So this is a pretty big thing for us. But you can find those people who can support you. That's the tribe. Thank you.
Yeah, so in terms of bridging the gap, I think Elon Musk is killing it right now. I mean, let's be honest. People are going with the whole craze on Dogecoin. And to be honest, like I see that as probably one of the biggest catalysts for the crypto space. If you can successfully make something that's similar to Bitcoin but has the social media hype craze, that's essentially what people are looking for, right? And the credibility of something like Dogecoin being successful with all the miners there, with the inflationary tokenomics, with everything in between, if we can successfully get the masses on there, I'd suspect we get something similar to like the Bored Ape Yacht Club craze, when people were going crazy with these celebrities getting them, with music videos, with Post Malone having an ape in the beginning, right? Those really hype things are probably the things I'm looking forward to the most. But I think like focusing in for us, like if we're talking about crypto games for a second, I'd say probably the biggest problem we have right now is NFT games calling themselves NFT games. Because like if you're playing League of Legends, you're not calling a character a bunch of lines of codes, right? You're just saying it's a character or a hero. Just normalizing it, making it simple, just saying that this is not an NFT, it's literally just an in-game character is probably the best way to onboard people. And if we could successfully just essentially merge Web3 with Web2, but just kind of give people the ability to do those extra features that Web3 gives us access to, it's probably the best way to improve on the current Web3 state.
Yeah, simplicity, authenticity are the keywords, basically. I personally don't believe in vanity metrics. I don't want to follow people because they are important or they are relevant only because they have 1 million followers. But this is very important, and Berto told us this is really important. How do they engage? How do they respond to the comments? How do they save and amplify the messages and the content? How much are they consistent on their stories, on their Twitter spaces, and how much value they provide to their clients. Please, our guests have been so generous to share all their secrets, all their tricks. Can you tell to these beautiful people all the handles of your social media so that please follow them, because I think that they gift you something.
Awesome. So you could follow me personally at Berto Cartagena across all social media. And then for anything Lightning Works is Lightning Works 7. Lightning Works was taken. And lightningworks.io is the website.
I already mentioned eveness.rocks. Remember that? So across different channels, you can also find me personally. It's Eve Logunova on LinkedIn, Logunova Parker. And once you see the banner, top 100 women on Web3, that's going to be my profile.
Yeah, so if you want to follow Classy Crypto, probably the biggest platform is Twitter, at @ClassyCrypto_. My YouTube channel is Classy Crypto. I do have a gaming one if you're interested in that. It's just crypto games, literally just Classy Crypto, add gaming on it. And I mean, I guess I have TikTok, but you'd probably be better off on Twitter and YouTube.
Okay, thank you. My handles are Instagram Euphoria NFT, on Twitter is Euphoria NFT1. If you have any question, please let us know. Any more suggestions or some infos that you want to know, please? Okay, nothing. So networking starts even from here. So please shake your hands with the people that are sit close to you, because this is networking as well. And you can start to collaborate with the people that are close, because we need to share and learn from each other. Thank you so much to be here. Thank you so much to Dcentral. Thank you.
Thank you.